What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG TCG video. Today, guys, we're going to be going over the new adventure token support that is set to release in Darkwing Blast. Very excited to be going over these cards with you guys, so without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first card that we're going to be discussing is Secret Spirit Vessel Thesia, a level 4 Earth Fairy effect monster with 1000 attack and defense, and you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If you control Adventure Token, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can reveal one card that mentions Adventure Token in your hand, add one non-normal spell that mentions Adventure Token from your deck to your hand. You can add special summon monsters to turn you activate this effect, except Adventure Token and monsters that mention it. Okay, so this is actually a pretty interesting monster. So the first effect, to be able to special summon itself as long as you have an adventure token in the field. I mean, that's just a free special summon, and it's very easy to get adventure tokens out onto the field with the other support that we have for this archetype, so it's not really that hard to special summon this monster, so it's pretty cool. And then you could just reveal any card that mentions an adventure token in your hand, and you can just add any adventure token normal spell from your deck to your hand. So that's actually really cool. I actually really do like that second effect, just being able to search for your non-adventure token normal spells. And yeah, although it locks you into adventure token and monsters that mention it, you're kind of seeing with this support that they're trying to kind of push this as more of a competent deck by itself than just being a hybrid deck. Because one of the things with adventure tokens is that they just have been a part of hybrid decks. Like, I think of like Adventure Tenyi, Adventure Phantom Knights. Like, you have all of these different decks that revolve around the adventure tokens, and now with this support, or at least from this card, you know, you're actually seeing that they're trying to make adventure tokens their own deck without having to rely on another archetype to really push them, and that's where you kind of see with this monster specifically. So it's an interesting monster, and although it does kind of suck that it locks you into only being able to summon these type of monsters that have the adventure token text in its name or in its effects, but honestly, it's not really that bad for what this card is trying to do. So yeah, overall, pretty cool card in my opinion. But with that said, that's actually going to lead us into the final card of this video. Yes, there's only 2 new support cards for the adventure tokens, and that is Arma, the Forbidden Spell, a continuous spell card that reads, you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. During your main phase, you can special summon one adventure token that is Fairy, Earth level 4, attack 2000, defense 2000 to either field, then send one card from your hand to the graveyard. You cannot special summon monsters to turn you activate this effect except adventure token and monsters that mention it. If a monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one adventure token to either field. So this card is just another easy way to be able to spam adventure tokens onto the field. So it's pretty cool. And then it also potentially sets you up with some graveyard potential as well by being able to send a card from your hand to the graveyard. So that's also pretty nice as well. But yeah, this is just basically another easy way to really get your adventure tokens out into the field so you can go off with your different combos. It is, once again, another card that requires you to where if you do use this card, you basically get locked into adventure token specific cards again, which is a little bit of a downside, but it's not, again, not really that bad. And like I mentioned earlier, they're trying to make this archetype more able to stand on its own, if you will. So, you know, it's not really that big of a deal. I don't know if this is going to make it very viable, because although it's great to be able to potentially summon 2 different adventure tokens, locking you into only specifically summoning these cards might not be the greatest in hybrid decks. But honestly, when you're just looking at it from just trying to build a exclusive adventure token archetype deck, then honestly, I think this is a pretty solid card in my opinion, just to be able to get potentially 2 tokens and set up some graveyard potential as well. But with that being said, that is going to be it for this new adventure token support. General thoughts on the new support. I actually think this is some pretty solid support. I do think there is some advantages to playing these two cards. Now, specifically with hybrid decks, I don't really know if they're going to use these cards because locking it to where you can only use specifically adventure token related cards does kind of limit to what you can actually do with the deck, or at least for hybrid decks. But again, this support was more focus on making support for just pure adventure token decks. So for that reason, I do think it is good support if you're going just for a pure deck for this archetype. But looking at hybrid decks, because they're the more popular options, they're alright support. I mean, you just gotta play very well with how you can use these cards to the best advantage, because again, once you summon these monsters, you're only locked into doing adventure token stuff. So although it's cool support, you know, you do have to jump through some hoops and hurdles to be able to use these cards efficiently, but it's pretty cool support nevertheless. But with that being said, that is going to be it for this OCG TCG video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the new adventure token support. Did you guys think the support was good? Did you think it was alright support? Are you guys not the biggest fan of this support? And let me know your guys' thoughts on your favorite adventure token variant deck. Whether it's a pure adventure token deck, do you like the concept of that deck? Or do you guys prefer hybrid decks? And if it is a hybrid deck, which hybrid adventure token deck do you prefer? Whether it's, you know, adventure token Tenyi, adventure token Phantom Knight, or whatever other adventure token hybrid deck that you're able to come up with. Let me know your favorite version down in the comments below. But with that being said, that is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, guys, take care and have yourselves a great rest of your day.